of giving aid, it's actually very reliant upon finances, right? And there's the only participation is donating, right? But you think about what you spoke about, giving knowledge, that is something that one more people can participate in, different areas, different expertise, and that actually benefits not just us, but of course the people overseas, just immensely, if not exponentially, right? So that's and I remember this is a conversation you and I had, and you said you don't have to give your money, give your time, right? If you could expound upon that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think, um, like, it's a common saying. I think others, sure, have said this, but it's like if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Yeah, I think just to echo what you said, like, giving knowledge is exponential because when you give someone an idea and they implement it, others around them will see them doing this thing, and then it will inspire them, or it may inspire others around them to do the same. Yeah, I mean, like, we obviously, you know, that's like the best thing you can do because, like, we're trying to have maximum impact. I don't care if I'm the one who gets the credit. I don't care if this another Nushore researcher, or I could hear less of another researcher in another country gets credit. Like, the most important thing to us is that people in need get help, and there's nothing wrong with like emergency aid and all those all these organizations that deliver life-saving blankets and food and water and all these things to distressed communities. But we really want, like, to move away from this dependency model where, like, the recipients don't know how to, like, heal themselves. They don't know how to provide for themselves. And I think yeah, I think we're living in a time right now where a lot of us are kind of just in this mindset that all we have to do is send like work at this job, this corporation or this industry, and make our living, and then send a small percentage of it, and that's good enough. And I think everyone has to kind of come to their own conclusions, but at least for myself, like, that model of thinking was just not enough. And when I was seeing all the suffering just not never ending, no matter how much money I was sending, it just felt like so many people were asking for money, and so it just seemed like the needs were so great. And I was like, I could never meet the needs of these people on myself, like, no matter what kind of job I would be working. And it kind of hit me that, like, either I can give to these people, continue, like, give to these people until I run out of my wealth and just go broke, or I can try to, like, give these people something that will last longer, something that will outlive my own, will potentially outlive myself, and that will leave, like, a lasting a long lasting effect on the people that I'm helping, as well as their community, as well as the communities around them. And yeah, that's why I think there's so much power in giving time. And also, I think time is just a really valuable resource. It's oftentimes we think money is the most valuable thing, but actually that's not true. In fact, your time is the most valuable thing. And anyone who tells you otherwise is simply lying to you. Your time is the most valuable thing. And unfortunately, it's the one thing we take for granted the most. We think that we're going to have a lot of time. But the reality is that it can be taken away, um, you know, at any moment, right? We don't know when our time is going to be up. We have to use every second, every heartbeat, every step we're given, every ounce of effort that we're allowed to exert to help those in need, to give them our attention, give them our love, give them our thoughts, give them our, sincere devotion and dedication, and then let everything fall into place from there.